5.
A man accused in the stabbing death of an Ozarks farmer is on trial right now. Good evening. I'm Jennifer Abreu.
Good to have you along here at 5 once again. I'm David Oliver. Adam Redding is charged now in the 2017 death of this man right here, 73-year-old Carol Ford.
Nija McDonald is live at the Benton County Courthouse in Warsaw, where a judge is hearing this case against Adam Redding. Nija.
David and Jen, that's right. Adam Redding is charged with 4 counts. Now, that includes murder in the first degree, armed criminal action, and 2 counts of forgery. Now, Redding did plead guilty to both counts of forgery prior to the start of this morning's trial. Now, Judge Donald Barnes spent the day hearing from several witnesses called on by the state. Now, those include Carol Ford's wife, Linda Ford. Now, Linda was asked to identify the defendant, Adam Redding. Redding worked for the Ford family as a farm help. Prior to Carol Ford's murder, Linda says Carol had made the decision to fire Redding due to his constant tardiness. Linda testified about the evening she found her husband's body back in late November of 2017. She told prosecutors that day started out like any other day. She says she had no idea it would be the last time she would ever see her husband, Carol Ford, alive.
You saw the blood.
And then I looked out the door and I saw him on the ledge.
Did you go out to him?
Yes.
And what, if anything, did you notice about him?
He had fallen over and I couldn't move him, I couldn't touch him. I mean, he was stiff.
Now, the victim's family could be seen in attendance at today's trial, and his wife, Linda Ford, says that they were married for over 50 years. Now, the defense is expected to present its case tomorrow. But for now, reporting live in Warsaw, Nija McDonald, Ozarks First.
And of course, we'll stay on that case as well. And now to a follow-up to a developing story over the weekend. Lawrence Timmons was arraigned in court today. Perhaps you remember he was arrested and indicted recently in a 30-year-old cold case involving the death of Cynthia Smith. During the arraignment, the court filed a not guilty plea on Timmons' behalf until he is able to secure legal representation. He has requested a public defender, but the state is arguing that he's got the money to hire a private attorney. Timmons is facing a first-degree murder charge. Today, the judge said that he could face the death penalty or also life in prison without parole if he's convicted on the murder charge.
The man accused of abusing an 8-year-old girl is on trial right now in Springfield. Kenneth Davis is facing multiple charges of child abuse. He is also charged in the death of this girl, Kinsley Kilgore, who died last year. Davis faces charges in Kilgore's death in Dallas County. He's set to be arraigned in that case on September 17th. But today was the first full day in this unrelated abuse case here in Greene County. Francis Lynn is live at the courthouse with what happened. Francis.
Yeah, so it has been a tough and emotional day in court today as Kenneth Davis is being accused of 7 counts of child abuse or neglect. Now, we are showing you the mugshot of what Davis looked like before, and this is how he looks like now. As you can see, he looks pretty different, and that was an important factor today as 2 young female witnesses, one of them the alleged victim, did not recognize him in court. After the opening statements this morning, the state called witnesses to the stand, including a registered nurse and the alleged victim, an 8-year-old girl. The alleged victim talked about the different things Davis did to abuse her. She said he hit her, punched her, tried to make her drown herself, and pulled her hair. She said this whole thing is good and bad. It was bad because it's embarrassing to talk about, but it's good to be telling the truth. Now, the ER nurse who treated the alleged victim read what the girl told her that night.
And I quote, "We went to the store and he spanked me with the belt. We went to the creek and he hit me with a rock on my knee and he dumped me underwater." She also stated he hit me with a piece of wood. He choked me more than once. He put his knee against my chest. He held me underwater at the creek. He slapped me and punched me. That's basically what she said.
And in the afternoon, the state called a few more witnesses, including another Greene County detective and a nurse practitioner, all who have seen the alleged victim and saying they've noticed severe injuries on her body. Now, the trial will continue tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. with the state calling even more witnesses. In Springfield, Francis Lind, Ozarks First.